Hi everyone, today's class will be a 20-minute shoulder flexibility and mobility class. So we'll be doing a lot of stretches to open out through the shoulder and the chest area. And we're going to need a strap, but if you don't have a strap at home, you can also use a towel or like a stretching band, and that will work as well. Okay, let's start.
We'll start off in a closed-legged child's pose with the knees together, arms beside the body, forehead on the mat. You can just take a few rocks side to side, massaging that forehead, letting the shoulders round forward, letting the back round, arms, elbows relaxed beside the legs. Taking a moment here, maybe you're already feeling a bit of a stretch through the inside of the shoulders and the arms. Noticing the quality of your breath. Start to reach the arms forward to the top of your mat. Stretching into the arms, maybe feeling a bit of a release through the armpits. You can keep rocking side to side. Start to come up onto all fours when you're ready. We'll come into our thread the needle. Inhale to raise the right arm up and exhale, threading the right arm through, bringing your right shoulder, right ear on the mat. You can stay here or start to press that left hand into the mat to draw that left shoulder back. Maybe reaching the left arm up towards the sky, or even coming into a half bind by wrapping that left arm around the waist. Just keep drawing that left shoulder back, feeling that opening through that bottom shoulder, bottom arm, but also in that top shoulder, through the inside of that shoulder. There's a bit of a twist here as well into the spine, into the lower back. When you're ready to come out, reverse your path. Inhale to reach the left arm up and ground it down. Inhale, right arm comes up, and exhale, right hand comes back down onto the mat. Other side, same thing. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale to thread it through. Left shoulder, left ear on the mat. And again, you can stay here. Just starting to feel that stretch in the bottom shoulder. If you'd like a bit more, then start to press that right hand into the mat. If it's still like a little bit more, then start to bring your right arm up towards the sky, or come into your half bind, wrapping the arm around the waist. Maybe resting your fingertips on the inside of that left thigh. Try to relax the shoulders as much as you can, bringing a bit more space into that shoulder. Reverse the path, pressing the right hand into the mat. Inhale to extend the left arm up, and exhale to bring your left hand back on the mat. And shake the hips side to side here. Okay, let's come into a puppy pose. So keeping your hips stacked above the knees. So walk the hands forward and drop the chest down towards the mat. You can either bring your chin or your forehead onto the mat, depending which feels better for your neck. So if you find that you are feeling pinching, compressing in your neck, then just bring your forehead down on the mat. But this is also called a melting heart pose because we really want to melt that chest down towards the earth, opening into that chest, into the thoracic spine, that upper back, the shoulders. Really try to relax through that upper body, shoulder blades down the back. To come out, press the palms into the mat, walk your hands back in, and just come back into a child's pose. Arms beside the body again, shoulders rounding forward, and you can take those little rocks side to side again, just to release through the shoulders. And a bit of a counter pose for that back bend. The option to interlace the fingers behind the back, increasing that forward folding of the shoulders. If that's not quite enough, you can also try to press the palms together, draw the shoulder blades together, and lift the hands up and away from the back body. If keeping the palms together is too much, just bring your palms away and open the palms. You can release your hands back now into your lower back and sitting all the way back up. Okay, so from here, you can either stay in a kneeling position or come into any comfortable seat. Inhale to open the arms wide, and exhale will come into an eagle arms. So if this is already really strong, just keep that left arm on your shoulder. Otherwise, you might be able to wrap the wrists around each other. Try not to bend that top wrist, keeping it extended, maybe even interlacing your fingers. So the key here is to try to stack your elbows as much as you can. And you can raise the elbows on your inhale. On the exhale, draw the elbows down. Just stretching into the arms, into the shoulders here, but also maybe feeling a stretch through the upper back near the shoulder blades. Remember, we're going to be here in the seated position for a while, so if kneeling is really not feeling good for your ankles or for your knees, just come down to an easy cross-legged position. You can keep moving the elbows up and down, just moving with your breath, finding any spots of tightness where you might need to stay and hold. You can shake it out, and we'll just come to the other side, repeating. Inhale to open the arms wide, and exhale, this time the other arm comes on the bottom, other elbow stacks on top. Again, you can just rest that bottom hand on your shoulder, or wrap your wrists, and maybe interlacing fingers. Finding your eagle arms. Maybe raising your elbows up on the inhale and pressing them down on the exhale. Try to relax the shoulders away from the ears as much as you can. Just keep moving with your breath, finding that sweet spot. And when you're ready, you can start to release. Maybe shaking your arms out, just swinging them out forward and back, releasing any tension there. Okay, so from here we're staying in that kneeling position, but I've just turned around so you can see. I'm going to keep that left arm behind us, raise the right arm up, and then bend at the elbows, see if you can interlace the fingers. If you can't, grab your strap now, and then bringing both hands on the strap, draw that top elbow back, and on the exhale, start to walk your hands in a little bit closer towards each other along the strap. Maybe eventually, one day, you can start to interlace your fingers. Doesn't matter if it's not today. Remember, we don't want to feel any pain in the shoulders. This can be quite a strong stretch in that bottom shoulder, so the inside edge of that bottom shoulder, and also the armpit and the tricep of that top arm. So just breathe into it. Inhale to draw that top elbow back, and exhale to interlace the fingers a little bit tighter. Shake the arms out, and just repeating on the other side. So again, you might like to try without the strap first. Sometimes we can do it on one side but maybe not the other, or it's a little bit harder on one side but tighter on the other, and that's really normal. So just try, maybe grab your strap if you need it. This can be a really tight area of the shoulders. So just take your time, be patient, and move with your breath, creeping the fingertips a little closer towards each other. Relax the shoulders, relax your chest. One more breath. And when you're ready, slowly release. Okay, bringing the strap to one side. Still staying in our kneeling position. Remember, you can always come down to an easy cross-legged. We're just coming into a twist now. So bringing that left hand behind, right hand to the outside edge of the knee. We're going to draw some arm circles now. So keeping your left fingertips reaching back, and then let's draw a big circle, sweeping that arm towards the front of the room. Draw a big circle all the way back. So 3 circles, and then we're going to switch directions, drawing 3 circles in the opposite direction. You can use the gaze, follow the hand with the gaze, so also opening into the neck and the throat. Okay, once you've done 3 circles in both directions, just switch sides. So left hand to the outside edge of that knee this time, right hand behind. Reach the fingertips back and sweep it forward, draw a big circle. 2 more, just starting to lubricate through that shoulder joint. Beginning to increase that mobility in the shoulder joint. Try to keep your spine straight and long. It's pretty much just your shoulder moving here, and not moving or twisting the body too much. Okay, last circle here, and come back towards the center. You can shake your arms out, shake your shoulders out, just releasing between the different stretches. You might even like to bring your arms around yourself, give yourself a hug. Walking your fingers in towards your shoulder blades. Squeezing in, massaging through the biceps, through the shoulders. Repeat it and just bring that other arm on top. Squeezing in, chin towards your biceps. Give yourself a big hug. Okay, coming back through center. Now this time we're going to do a little bit of a shoulder flossing activity. Can't promise this will be fun or pleasant, but it's going to be really good for shoulder mobility. So I want to grab our strap and holding onto the strap, bring the strap up overhead and behind us, and then reverse it. So bringing the strap all the way back overhead and back in front. So the key here is to just adjust the distance of your hands along your strap or your towel or your piece of string. And we don't want to be dislocating any shoulders here, so be careful here. Keep a slight micro bend in your elbow so you're not locking out through your joints. And just keep doing this motion forward and back, creating little circles, and similar to that action of drawing the circles before, just lubricating through that shoulder joint. If there's a place where you feel like it's really stuck, there's a lot of resistance, try to breathe into it, and if it really just can't go any further, then just slide your hands a little further away from each other along your strap. You might be feeling a bit of heat in the shoulders. Try not to let your ribs flare out too much here, so still keeping the core strong. Okay, you can do a few more if you're feeling very energetic today. Otherwise, let's just put the strap aside, shake your arms out. Okay, if you're still kneeling now, let's come back onto all fours. Just roll your ankles out. You might like to tuck your toes under, gently tap the tops of the feet on the mat, releasing through the ankles here. And let's lie down onto our bellies. Arms beside the body, one ear on the mat, letting your shoulders round forward. Just breathing here for a moment, letting your shoulders relax. Starting to wind down now, doing a few more shoulder stretches. So keeping the left hand pressing into the mat, thread your right arm through, so right arm on the bottom, left arm on the top. And we're making a little crisscross here with our arms. So try to keep the point where the arms cross, keep it in the center of your body and of the chest. Walking the hands away from each other, then you can rest your chin on your bicep. Stretching out through the tops of the shoulders. Maybe feeling a stretch also to the inside edges of the arms. Keeping your head heavy, just resting on your arms. And just breathing into the shoulder stretch. The feeling may be similar to when we were wrapping our arms around ourselves, giving ourselves a hug. You can stay longer. We'll start to come out and just switching sides. So this time left arm underneath, right arm crosses on top. Again, checking that crisscross is in the center of the chest. And then resting your chin on the top arm, head relaxed, neck relaxed. Shoulders softening, using the weight of the body to open the shoulders. Still maintaining our breath. And slowly come out. Okay, from here we're going to bring the left arm to 90 degrees. Left ear on the mat. Right hand comes underneath the right shoulder. And we're just going to use the right hand to push the mat away, rolling over onto our left side. You might not be able to roll out very far. So the stretch should be in the inside of that left shoulder. You might be able to lift that right foot up and right sole of the foot can come flat on your mat. Drawing the right hip back will make our body turn a little bit more, a little further, and increase the stretch in the shoulder. So similar thing, left ear still on the mat, but this time we're keeping that left arm straight. And again, just rolling over onto our left side. You can bend that top knee, bring the foot on the mat. And you might notice that you can roll a lot further back with that arm extended. Find a little bit more range. You might even like to bring your right arm behind you, wrap it around your waist. So you're also stretching through the top shoulder. And again, a bit of a twist here. Just reverse your path and switch sides. So again, right angle, 90 degrees first with that right elbow. Left hand pushes the mat away, rolling over onto our right side. Just stopping at that first point of resistance. Stay there. Breathe into the stretch. Come all the way back out, extending that right arm all the way this time. Repeating, rolling over onto our right side. And again, noticing if you are able to twist a little bit further, roll a little further back. You could bring that left arm behind you. Stretching through that top shoulder and deepening the twist in your lower back, in your spine. Just breathe into the stretch. And coming all the way back. Bring both arms beside the body again, turning the other cheek, other ear onto the mat. Let your shoulders round forward. Today we'll stay here for our Shavasana, feeling the back body round, feeling your heartbeat against the mat. Letting your arms, your shoulders be completely heavy and relaxed. If lying on your front doesn't feel good, you can also roll over and just lie on your back. Finally, let's come into a final child's pose. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Just like how we began, you can take a little rock side to side, massaging the forehead, massaging through the hips, letting the shoulders round a little bit more. If this is not comfortable, remember you can just stay lying on your belly. Come up when you're ready. Namaste.